Hello, everyone. This is Robin Kinney, and I am back with another highlight of the 2024 Unstoppable Chayil Women's Conference scheduled for Saturday, April 13th. Now, I told you that every week we'll be talking with one of the dynamic speakers so you can get a behind the scenes on what to expect when you're in the place on April 13th. So today we have the incomparable, phenomenal LaShun Franklin, who's going to be sharing with us why she's participating in the event. And she's also going to share what you can anticipate by attending this year. Thank you so much, LaShun, for joining us today.
Thank you, Robin, for having me.
You're welcome. So tell us about you. I know that you participated last year in the event as a speaker. So why did you decide to participate again this year, A? And B, just tell us, what can we expect? I'm a first time attendee as well. What can I expect by attending?
Are.
I
am. Okay. So last year was so impactful, walking alongside my sister Sylvia with planning part of the event and being an actual speaker. It was very empowering as well as intimate. Very seldom do you have a venue, especially like a women's conference. Like you have a bunch of people who don't know each other.
Right.
Many of those women I had never seen before because, sometimes the circles travel together, but it was just so intimate and you could really feel the presence of God there. It was making the connections and seeing the various needs that women just really tapped into very easily. That's why I came back. Because, we've all been to conferences and we can say, okay, this is a one and done.
Right. You put the agenda somewhere, your little trinkets, those go somewhere in the car somewhere, and that's it.
Exactly. But this was a lot different. I mean, Sylvia did this conference in a level of excellence that for her first one, it stunned me. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And so that is one reason why I'm coming back, because I was very impressed. And the second thing is, what can women expect? That second question. Open your mind to expect nothing but what God has for you that day. Just be open. We never know. I think if we come with a closed mind, or, if we expect to have,
just like some preconceived
notions, reservations about things, that's probably going to hold you back from maximizing that moment. Just be present. Look for receiving something or everything. That's all I can say, because we don't know.
Just be open to it.
Yeah, be open. Be open.
Well, we jumped right into the event, but I know our viewers would love to learn more about you. Who is LaShun Franklin, and what are you talking about at this event? What is your session about?
Okay, who am I? I wear a lot of hats, but who am I? I am a daughter of the Most High. I am a wife, a mother. I don't have any brothers or sisters by blood, but I am somebody's sister. I am an aunt. I am a friend, and I am professionally, I am a psychologist, a limited license psychologist. So I spend most of my days doing therapy. I am a minister of the gospel. My husband and I have a nonprofit ministry where we minister to couples and families, and it's called Song of Solomon Relationship Institute. And my private business where I do therapy is Freedom First. And so, because freedom is first, you can't enter in anything unless you're free. And so we spend a lot of our time ministering to couples and families mostly.
And tell us about your session.
Okay, session number 1 is going to be, Lord, why did I just forget the name of the session? Oh, it's talking about imposter syndrome.
Yes.
It is something I feel like many sisters deal with. We don't realize our beauty. We don't realize the level of competence that we really do have. And this session is going to slay some sacred cows.
Uh-oh.
You're probably going to say ouch before you say amen. It's going to peel back some
Oh,
layers so that we can
ooh.
get to the nitty gritty.
Mhm.
We can't fully be utilizing this earth until we realize who we are
Mm.
and what we carry. We carry a lot. Women make I said next to God, we make the world go round. And so
That's
we
right.
have to really be able to walk into our brilliance, into our shine, like
Mhm.
never before in these last and evil days. And that session, I think, is going to really help uncover the things that's blocking us from doing that.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I was just looking at now. You're doing 2 sessions,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
I was looking at, okay, you have your session on imposter syndrome, but
Mhm.
your second question, I
See,
mean, your second session about women's sexual health. Like, break it
hello,
down.
somebody.
What all are we going to be talking about, Miss
All
LaShun?
the things, all the
All
things.
the
I'm
things.
partnering with Dr. Pat, and she is amazing. So I'm not going to talk about her, but she is an amazing OBGYN. She's been
Okay.
in practice for a long time, and I'm really excited to sit next to that lady. I mean, I'm really
Okay.
excited, but I'll be dealing mostly with the emotional piece of being a woman's sexuality. Once again, we're going to be tapping into the barriers, the myths, and taking your sexuality back. Period. From culture, from hurt, from pain, from your past, and walking into a level of health and healing, and taking your healing back. One of the things
Mm,
that we frequently hear are women say, "Well, my doctor told me to go ahead and do this," or "My doctor," and they don't ask questions. And so
mm,
they go through processes and procedures that scar them emotionally for the rest of their lives and then finding out later that they had other options. So we're
mm.
going to, be tapping into some of that stuff. So once again, so that we can be free, we got to be free.
Hmm. Hmm. I keep hearing, and this came up in my conversation with Sylvia as well, that what makes this conference different is that it's more than just a 1 day. You go, you feel good, and then you walk out the door, and that's it, the end of it. It
Mhm.
sounds to me, as you reflect on your participation last year, that it was about just pouring into each other. How
Yes.
can I be the best me?
hmm hmm Because if you don't know yourself well, if you don't learn how to go beneath the surface for yourself, you really can't connect authentically with anybody else.
That's right.
You really can't. There's a saying that says, "Know yourself that you may know God." And
Mm,
some of us have a very distorted viewpoint of God because we don't know who we are. Yeah. So, yeah, I promise you're going to have a lot of takeaways no matter what session that you decide to attend. You're going to have a lot of takeaways this year as well as from last year. I'm still working on some stuff from last year.
mm,
And it's not just the speakers being the experts. Man, you know how sisters get. When we're in a room together, we can support one another if the environment is right. And I
right.
know for a fact that this environment is going to be conducive to us really supporting one another and pouring into each other.
And that leads me to my final question. Like, who is this for? Who should attend the 2024 Unstoppable KL Women Conference?
The one who's ready for what's next. That's all
Oh,
I got
that's
to say.
good. Ooh,
Because let's be clear, everybody's not going to be ready.
that's right.
But if you're
Right.
ready to take that step and you've been feeling that nudge, like there's more in me to be discovered, and I just need to start somewhere, I think April 13th would be a great place to start. And you have
Mm.
so much momentum behind you. It's going to be a beautiful 2024.
Oh, I love it. I'm actually getting goosebumps of it because I stopped attending. I shared this with Sylvia. I stopped attending like women's events because I felt like it was just a show where I felt good that day, but then I didn't have the tools and the community to
Yep.
support everything that I had learned to carry it forth. And so, I'm just thinking that everything and how intentional this event, although this is a 1 day, it's been intentional that at the end of this day, there are wraparound resources, service, connections. So share a little bit about that from, looking at last year. You said that you're still working on things that you learned last year.
Yeah. So last year we did an exchange. Like, once again, we were people like me. I'm more introverted. I like standing back and watching more.
Mm-hmm.
And so, having the opportunity and being encouraged to connect with other sisters, and not just one or two that I'm familiar with, was very empowering for me. I wouldn't say I was shy. I'm not shy, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a people watcher. I'm just gonna watch how everybody flow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
having that like you said, that wraparound piece at the end was just like, oh my. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to step into somebody else's world, in a social atmosphere,
Yeah.
and ask them about themselves and what they carry. And we had some particular questions we asked one another, and making those connections and doing that, learning the people that were in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't about competition. It was literally inspiration. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, wow, I didn't even know that was available to me. Let me get can I have your number? Can I have your website? It was social networking on a whole nother, an elevated level. And not I want you to buy my product,
right,
or join my downline. Not that. It was like, I'm bringing me to the game, and this is what I have for you. This is Susan. This is LaShun. This is Sylvia. And this is what I carry. And if you want to plug in, just let me know. And that is the part that I treasure, I think the most. Because I would be the first one out the door, the regular one.
Yeah, where you're like,
this is so nice. Praise the Lord. God bless you.
Out.
Yeah.
Out. Yeah. I love it. I love it. So
cool.
Everyone.
And nobody wanted to go home.
And those are the best, where you're just vibing.
We've been here all day. Go home. Nope. It was awesome, though. It was awesome.
Oh, so
my husband told me, he's like, you grew up today, didn't you? I was like, I did.
Well, and also Sylvia mentioned about her nonprofit, Empower Her.
Inspire her.
Inspire her. So yes. I'm really excited about that, because it'll be able to take everything that you get from the conference and just carry it forward in a community, in a process where, okay, now I have all of this information. Now I have a community that's going to help me to actually get to, where I want to be, and step fully into who I am.
That part. Yes. That Inspire Her was created to inspire, to motivate, to support, and to connect, to help the whole woman, not just getting your hair. It's not just about beauty, because our culture focuses so much more outer beauty. Let me put it like that. It's not just about outer beauty or the things or the trappings of life. It's about really engaging in this life the best way from where you are. Once again, you may not ever lead or live the life that I live, but you can be inspired to be your best you where you are, wherever that is. And it's like, once again, it's not a competition. It's not that you have to aspire to anything. Listen, because God will take you where you are and make something beautiful out of it. But we all need community to be able to do that, for real.
Yes. No one gets there alone.
And so we are having a launch, our Inspire Her launch. Let me just put that plug out there.
Sure.
March the 15th at the D Loft in Hamtramck. And we are looking for community partners, because this organization, it is a nonprofit, but it is geared around the development and empowerment of women, not from a, I don't want to be offensive, but what do you call that? From a feminist point of view, or from a real life point of view. We wear a lot of hats, and we have to push through some things that men may never understand. Once again, this is not a competition, and we need wraparound services. Even if you make six figures, you need somebody to wrap around you. You need those connections to help support you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, artistically. So helping women become entrepreneurs and things like that. So we have a lot of programming. that we have planned and in our bosoms that we are ready to launch. And we need community partners. So we are looking for community partners and donors and sponsors to help that, from women from all walks of life. This is not just about people who are already there.
Okay. And how can people connect with you if they are interested in supporting?
Okay, if they're interested in supporting, they can go to inspirehercdc.com and log into the website, and there is a tab that says to connect. Click on the connect tab and they can just connect, and they will be on our mailing list for all of our future events, right? And we will be handing out these things also the day of the conference.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Minister LaShun Franklin, for sharing your expertise, your energy, your time today. I'm so looking forward to spending the entire day with you at the 2024 Unstoppable, because that's what we are.
We are unstoppable.
Chayil Women Conference. Yes, April 13th. Everyone, get your tickets on Eventbrite. Invite your mom, your mother-in-law, your nieces, cousins, your sisters, your sister friends,
co-workers.
Yes, all of them. We have to pour into ourselves. You can't complain about being depleted if you're not being intentional about getting renewed, refreshed, because we're going into the spring. Okay. And the spring is what? About renewal.
Yes.
You shed everything and you come out and you start to blossom. So
yes, ma'am.
That's what this conference is, April 13th. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Just go on there. You can actually search for the Unstoppable Chayil Women Conference, or of course, you can go to any of our social media pages, and there's links there as well. I'll be here every week giving a behind the scenes look at the various sessions so you know what you can expect. Until next time, bye.
Bye.